She thought she could forge a dying man's signature and walk away with everything. She was wrong. By the end of this story, she'd be escorted out of a courtroom in handcuffs in front of the same family she tried to rob. My name doesn't matter for this story. What matters is the man who raised me when my own father couldn't. His name was Walter. He wasn't my biological father. He was my boss for 9 years, and somewhere along the way, he became something much more. I started working for Walter's logistics company when I was 22, fresh out of college, broke, scared, completely lost. He saw something in me nobody else did. He taught me everything, how to read a balance sheet, how to negotiate a contract, how to treat people with respect even when they don't deserve it. Walter never had children of his own. His wife passed away in 2015, and after that, the company became his entire world, and so did I, in a strange way. 3 years ago, Walter hired a new operations manager named Denise. She was sharp, charming, and good at her job, at least on the surface. What none of us knew was that Denise had done this before. At her last company, she'd been quietly let go for irregularities in the financial records. Nobody checked her references properly. Over the next 2 years, Denise made herself indispensable. She started handling Walter's personal errands, his banking, his mail, eventually his medical appointments when his health started declining. I watched it happen in slow motion and told myself I was being paranoid. I wasn't. In March of last year, Walter was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, stage 4. He fought it with the same stubbornness he brought to everything in his life, but we all knew where this was heading. Denise saw an opportunity in his suffering. She started visiting him at home to help with paperwork. She brought him documents to sign, telling him they were insurance forms, supplier contracts, routine business. Walter was on heavy pain medication by then. His hands shook, his vision blurred some days. He trusted her completely. Walter passed away in October. The funeral was small, quiet, exactly how he would have wanted it. I thought that was the end of the story. I was wrong. 3 weeks later, Denise walked into what used to be Walter's office and announced she was the new owner of the company. She had a will, dated 4 months before his death, notarized, signed. It left the entire company, his house, and his savings account to her, in recognition of her loyal service. Not one mention of his actual family, not one mention of me. Something about it felt wrong immediately. Walter had shown me his real will 2 years earlier. The company would be split between a scholarship fund for kids like me and his niece in Oregon. Denise wasn't mentioned anywhere in that version, so I did something Denise never expected. I started digging. I remembered Walter mentioning his lawyer's name once, a woman named Patricia who'd handled his affairs for over 20 years. I called her directly. The moment I mentioned the new will, she went silent for almost 10 seconds. She had never drafted it. She had never even heard of it. Patricia and I worked together quietly for the next 6 weeks. We pulled Walter's medical records showing the exact dates he was on medication strong enough to impair judgment. The same dates on the forged will. We found a notary public 2 states away who confirmed she'd never met Walter in her life. We took everything to the district attorney. Forged signature, fraudulent notarization, financial exploitation of a vulnerable, terminally ill adult. The case was airtight. The court hearing happened on a Tuesday morning in January. Denise walked in wearing a designer suit, acting like she still owned the place. She had no idea what was coming. Patricia presented the medical timeline first, then the notary's sworn statement, then a handwriting expert who testified the signature didn't match Walter's actual signature in 14 separate measurable ways. I watched Denise's face change in real time. The judge didn't take long. The forged will was thrown out entirely. Walter's real will was reinstated in full. And because the forgery and fraud were so clearly documented, the DA pursued criminal charges immediately. Denise was arrested in the courthouse hallway in front of the same employees she used to manage like she owned them. Today, the scholarship fund Walter wanted is fully active. It's already sent 4 kids to college who couldn't have afforded it otherwise. Kids exactly like I was at 22. If you were in my position, would you have noticed the warning signs sooner? Let me know in the comments. And if this story kept you watching until the end, there's another one waiting for you right now.